Hello everybody, it's Jewelchic Daily Happiness number 84. We've got a different backdrop tonight. It's very precarious, it might just go flying. It's a bit of an angle, isn't it? Hey, sorry it's so late. I know some of you like to watch these a little bit earlier, but tonight Paul and I got really sidetracked. Paul got out his computer and all of a sudden he found all these old home movies. We've had them all digitally, transferred onto the computer and all that sort of stuff. And we were going, oh, wow. And we don't often get a chance to just sort of sit down and watch them. And there was Max and Zoe and my mum and dad. And it was so beautiful. And there was one special time when we all went up to the houseboat. This is when my mum was 60. She's 85 now. So 25 years ago. So she's the age Paul is right now. And it was crazy. We used to have this houseboat at Eildon, and it really, it had like it wasn't very big at all. It was like a little caravan-y type thing. But somehow we managed to get my sister and her husband and their 4 kids, my mum and dad, us and our 2 kids. And then my other sister came up and joined us, during the day. And we all had Christmas on the houseboat, and it was so lovely. So Santa came to the houseboat. And I've got all the video of all the kids waking up to their presents and all that sort of stuff. But what was really nice was hearing my dad's voice in the background. And when I heard him, it just felt like he was there because I'm so used to him sort of talking in the background and all that sort of stuff that it was, I don't know, it was really nice. It made me feel like he's still around. I think he is still around, but, it really, really felt like that. It was very nice. So it's a good idea to look at all your old home movies while we've got the chance and getting them put onto disc not disc, we put it on a hard drive so it's really easy to access now. I might put a few of them up eventually. What else did I want to tell you? Oh, this morning when I woke up on the Today Show, I love when there's some good news on. And today they showed this man who decided he wanted to see what it would be like, how many balloons would it take for him to be lifted into the air. That's something I would think of. So he was like, he planned it apparently for 9 years or for I think they said 9 years. And his daughter was 9 years old and she was looking at him and he did it. So he got all these great big helium balloons and off he took into the sky. It was so fabulous, like how great. And his daughter rang him on the phone and she said, how is it, Dad? And he said, oh, it's wonderful. And then when he wanted to get down, he just had this special thing where he could cut the cord and he could jump and he had a parachute. So he got to have this, who gets that experience in the whole world? And I was thinking, people will talk about that for years and years. I think his name was Robert. Let's pretend his name was Robert. So people will talk about Robert for years going, oh my God, remember when Robert did that? They'll probably talk about that at his funeral and they'll probably show that video. And, it's nice to sort of think about the memories that we have and the memories and times that we're creating now with our friends and our family. And probably, even though lockdown is not the most fun thing in the whole world, I think we are doing a lot of close things with our family. I know that I've got to really get to know Zoe's boyfriend, Dan, and Zoe, and having them be around us so much has been so great for all of us. They would probably argue that. But, for Paul and I, it's been really a nice thing to have them around. So I don't know, it's interesting to think, what will people, I don't know, how will people remember us? How will we remember them? It's a nice thing to sort of think, what are your favorite memories of your parents, if your parents are here or not? I know that when my dad passed away, the lady at Katricia, who owns the Pearl Laguna, she took me to do a meditation and she said to me, what's, your favorite photo of your dad? And we sort of did a little meditation around that so that because at that stage I used to wake up every day, and I still would cry and all that. It took quite a long time to get past that point. But she said to me to, think of my favorite photo of him and to think of happy thoughts around him. And we did this little meditation. And now when I do think of him, that is probably the first picture of him in my mind that comes in and into my head. And I've also got that photo next to my bed, which I really like. So, the pain, it lessens because those really deep scarred feelings tend to replace with, oh, remember when he did that? And you can sort of tell stories. Of course, Father's Day is never an easy one, I don't think, or Mother's Day if you've lost your mum. But you know, we'll celebrate Paul this year. And I just find it easier. Well, we can't go out this year, but I do find it easier when you've lost a parent to actually have your celebration at your own home. Because I found that when after the first year after I'd lost Dad and we went out, I found that really difficult looking at other people with their elderly parents. And I was almost a bit jealous and a bit, I don't know, it didn't feel good. And I sort of realized then that it's best to celebrate at home. So there you are. That might be a tip for you guys. I know a lot of people are going through that. You know, it's for people who are my age. You know, that's the age of going through that, isn't it? Anyway, I just wanted to say how much I love that balloon thing. I'm going to put some pictures on the end here. I can't put the video up because otherwise YouTube will get me on copyright and all that sort of stuff. But I took a few snaps, so you'll be able to see this man floating in the balloons high above the sky. And everybody, please don't forget to put your photos in and tag me at Jewelchic and click on my thing so that I can repost your photo. I've had quite a lot, and if you look in my highlights, you'll see the people who've sent pictures in. Even if I know you, I still want to see a picture of you. I like it. You see me every day. Look, I've got no makeup on today. And but I'm doing it anyway. We're nearly up to 100. We're going to have to do something special for the 100. Am I going to keep going after the 100? I don't know. Anyway, I've got so many exciting things on the go, and you will find out about them. I just don't want to say them yet because I like things to be all concrete and cement and definitely happening. But my homewares is definitely happening, and that's coming up soon. But I've got news about that too. So much to tell you. All right, have a nice night, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye.